The Bears win. It wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. A Bears win. It wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. A Bears win. Time to go ahead and light up a victory cigar. I ain't gonna lie, it was looking like I wasn't gonna be able to enjoy one of these. But damn it, the Bears pulled it out. Thank you, oh Lord. Yes! Yes! As we head into the bye week. With the sweet taste of victory, that game was way too close to call. We had way too many errors, but I will get into that in this reaction video. But before I do, make sure you guys see this video a like. I'm trying to get this channel to 6K before the end of the calendar year, and leaving the video a like would help go a long way. And make sure you click the subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the content that I post. But time to talk about a Bears victory, ugly as it will. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Matt, when I talk about ugly, this is probably one of the ugliest games that you can possibly win. When we're talking about this Bears offense, for the majority of this ball game, we looked pretty damn trash. And then on top of that, you couldn't stop or contain that man, that beast, Maxx Crosby, to save your lives.
That is blasphemous.
I mean, this man was a one-man wrecking crew on this Bears offense. He was wrecking complete havoc, whether we're talking about bad passes, that led to interceptions, lost tackles for loss, just blowing up plays in the backfield. This Bears offensive line could not contain Maxx Crosby. And then one thing I want to point out, when we're talking about this Bears offense, it looked sloppy from beginning to end. Yes, we won the game. We had the drive to get the game-winning touchdown with DeAndre Swift. But overall, this run game could not sustain anything at all. When you only gained 69 yards rushing.
Trash.
69 yards. I'll say that again. 69 yards. You really think you're going to win a lot of ball games doing that. But miraculously, the Bears did that. Caleb did make some crucial throws, but we had the botch snap. I think it was late in the third quarter. And then when we're talking about the miscommunications, we're talking about missed assignments, blocking. I just want to, for the life of me, speaking of Maxx Crosby, on that read option, I don't care if it's going away from him or not. There is no way on God's green earth that I am leaving Maxx Crosby unblocked at any point in my life.
What?
There's no way as an offense you leave that man unblocked. And especially we seen what he can do, wrecking havoc, wrecking games, especially in that first half. It was basically, if you play NBA 2K, it was basically like Maxx Crosby had his takeover mode completely on. And that entire, especially the first quarter, parts of the second quarter, his takeover was completely on. And then one thing I do want to say that a lot of people may have noticed and I'd have noticed, Braxton Jones got benched. And I've always said, coming into the year, the weakest spot and I think the most, I want to say, the weakest link of our offensive line was the left tackle coming into the year. And I thought Ozzie Trapillo would have won that starting job. But I think when they moved Benedict to left tackle and they put Trapillo at right tackle, I think the running game did perform just a tad bit better when you're talking about the offensive line play. Protection was still hit or miss, but I think things looked a little bit better once Braxton Jones got benched. And that's just my opinion. You guys can leave your thoughts in the comments. But this Bears defense, it was like feast or famine when we're talking about giving up big plays, but also at the same time, this team forced turnovers. When the game was this close with you forcing 4 turnovers, when we're talking about the fumble of Jeanty on the 4th down and 3 interceptions of Geno, 2 with Byard and Stevenson with the other, with the layout complete dive catch that he ended up, I think he got the wind knocked out of him at that point. But the Bears defense was feast or famine. And then on top of that, we had no pass rush. We had 0 sacks as a defensive unit. The Bears defensive unit had 0 sacks and let up 200 yards rushing.
Trash!
As a defensive unit. 200 yards rushing and 240 to be exact. Jeanty broke out 138 yards rushing, a touchdown, and then he had 2 receiving touchdowns. And like I said, coming into this game, the Raiders are going to try to run the football regardless. We know they've had struggles running the football coming into this ball game, but we knew they were going to try to run the football on this Bears defense because the one thing the Bears defense struggled to do, and it's still happening, is stop the run. It does not help that you had Grady Jarrett out. You still have Kyler Gordon out. TJ Edwards has missed his 3rd straight game. Noah Sewell, he made some plays, but then you've seen plays where he was kind of out of position. But you're talking about this Bears defense that the one thing that they did was create the turnovers, but we just got to get more pressure on the quarterback. We got to get more pressure on Geno, make it a little bit more uncomfortable. And like I said in my preview, Geno Smith is one of those quarterbacks that is going to give you opportunities for turnovers because he is a quarterback that's kind of had that gunslinger mentality and he takes risk. Now, the one thing that the Bears did, they took advantage of Geno's turnovers as far as the defense goes. They turned the ball over. But the problem was our offense was making too many mistakes. Whether it's the offensive line really struggled. And then when we're talking about we get the ball in plus 50 territory on turnovers and we're converting field goals.
Trash!
Yes, we won this game. But I'm a type of person that looks at, okay, we won. But what can we get better on? And I think when we get some of those momentum-changing, game-changing turnovers, the Bears had to do a better job of making those into touchdowns. They really do. Because if it wasn't for that blocked field goal, we could possibly be talking about the Bears lost this game. Our turnover, because turnovers are very key. When you create 4 turnovers, you should be able to be in better positions to have a bigger lead if your offense execute. And that's one thing the offense did not do for more portions of this game than not, is that we failed to protect. 1, we failed to run the football because we were struggling. Maxx Crosby was having a field day on the offensive line until the changed position. And then on top of that, and this is something else I've noticed about Caleb. Maybe it's just me. Is it me or does Caleb get balls batted at the line of scrimmage a lot? I think he had at least 4 balls batted at the line of scrimmage. I know Crosby got the pick, and I think he got another one late. Is it me or is just, I think that is something that has been happening quite a lot this season as Caleb has been getting the ball batted down at the line of scrimmage more often than we want. I know it's going to happen. That's typical case of a football game, but it's been happening a lot, and I've been seeing that kind of a pattern happen for Caleb Williams as of getting the balls batted at the line of scrimmage. So that's just me. Then on top of that, I mean, the numbers are going to say the Bears it gave up 1 sack. But I think when we look at the totality, it looked worse than the stat sheet says with the 1 sack. But the Bears pulled it together late. Josh Blackwell, thank you, oh Lord, for the block field goal at the end to secure this victory.
Sensational.
What a great special teams play. And this is why I always say special teams is critical. You have to play 3 phases of football. Complementary football, which is something the offense and defense kind of failed for most parts of the game. But your special teams pulling you out of that when the Raiders can possibly win, I know go ahead, but possibly secure the game with that field goal. And Josh Blackwell made one hell of a play. He didn't get all of the ball, but hey, he got all he needed to get to secure the win and block that field goal. So shout out to Josh Blackwell from one hell of a special teams play to secure the Bears at 2-2. But we have a lot to correct offensively. We're talking about missed assignments. We got to get those 2 tackle spots together. Darnell Wright missed today, so he gets another week after the bye week to get healthy. And who's going to start our left tackle after the benching of Braxton Jones? Well, I didn't see anything, whether it was an injury or maybe it might come out later in the week that it was an injury, but we got to get that fixed because we can't continue to play like this and expect to continue to win. We have to be more cleaner offensively, yes. Defensively, at some point, we're going to have to stop some teams' running game. At some point, we're going to have to start a stop and running game, and we're going to have to run the football. But we made Caleb made crucial plays on that final drive to, whether it was the run, whether it was a couple of key passes. DeAndre Swift, they did get the running game a little bit going on that last drive, and they set up the touchdown run to get the Bears the victory. So, hey, we end the week with a Bears victory, and we go into the bye week even at 2-2. So, I'm happy for it.
Yes! Yes! Hallelujah!
Bears win 25-24 on the road in Vegas. And it feels like this is the first time we beat the Raiders in quite a while. No, I think, 2021, I think the last time we beat them, we won. Faced them, we won. But what a game. What a game. Actually, last couple times we faced them, we won. Because 2023. But, man, was that a nail-biting type of a game. Man, was that crucial for us to win, especially how we played offensively to get the win. I'll take it, but, man, we got a lot to correct. Defensively, we got to get healthy, and we got to get some guys back, and we got to learn how to stop a running game because Jeanty had his career day so far against this Bears defense. But, hey, a win is a win, and I, as a Bears fan, will take it. Woo! That's all I've got. Make sure you guys leave this video a like. Comment your thoughts down below. And before I go, shout out to Carroll Santos.
Yeah!
Making all his field goals and making them pretty clean. Hey, we wouldn't have won this game without you, brother. We wouldn't have won this game without you. So, shout out to Carroll Santos. I wanted to say this before I end the video. But, Bears win. Leave this video a like. Comment your thoughts down below. And make sure you click the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you will not miss anything I post. And like I said earlier, I want to get this channel to 6K before the end of calendar year of 2025. But I'm APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Bears 2-2. Have a great and excellent day and a great excellent week. Bye week. Bear down. Peace.